So, I've already told you this story, but now I want to tell it to you on camera so that you can actually see me go as I do. So one time, one day I went out to work, and I'm going to tell you this first story so that I can tell you the second story would make a lot more sense. It's actually all happened in the same day. The first job I show up to, you know, it's a trailer, and it was a brand new trailer. It needed all the cables ran. But you don't run it up or in the wall or anything, you go down, up under the thing. You know, he was a Mexican bro, so, you know, he liked to watch me work, you know, he's walking with me and everything. And, you know, I start drilling holes into the floor so that I can pull the cable down and then out to the switch. But either way, he goes around with me and we're trying to find a way under the place because there's no door. You know, you gotta pull it apart, you know, with and hammer and all that stuff. So he gets his hammer, goes out, and he pulls it, and I'm like, yeah, this is close to the switch. I'll enter here, and I'll go there, and I'll pull the wires out. So he goes up, he's like, all right, man, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop these nails for you. And he pulls it back, and he's like, oh, amigo. And I'm like, what, man? What happened? Go up. He's like, and I look at it, and there's 3 freaking Black Widows right there. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, muerta, amigo. And I'm like, but I was like, no crap, shoot. So, no, I did my job. I got up under there, and, you know, I'm crawling through, and I pull out the cables. But luckily, it was very well lit because it was pretty high up. It was probably about here. You know, so there was a good 3 or 4 feet, plus there was a lot of light. So I could see, you know, where the spiders were, and they were all off to the side. So, go out, go to the second job. You know, I get that first one done, you know, pull the cables out to the switch, go to the second job. Son of a gun, gotta run lines again. And, except this time, it's a trailer, but it's on like a brick foundation. I don't know what they call them. It's like a slightly better mobile home. I don't know what they call them. Either way, trailer on top of bricks. So, but this guy also needs lines ran. And I go out and, you know, I ask him, okay, sir, you know, where do you want the holes drilled and all that stuff. And I'm like, I know it's real dark under there, so I'm going to probably need you to stomp if I yell, you know, to you, so that I can kind of hear where it is so I can crawl to the spot and get to where I need to be. So, I get ready. Because I'm going into this dark space, and in the back of my head I'm thinking, muerta, amigo. And you know, you saw the frickin' pictures of the snakes that I sent you, but that's a whole different other job, man. Mama was there. But either way, yeah, dude, I was moving snake skins and everything. But that's a whole nother job. So I'm sitting here in the back of my head. Black widows, you know, snakes, whatever. But I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make my $80. I'm so cheap. But anyways, so I get up under there and I'm ready to fight. Pull open that door. And I'm crawling. And I'm getting in there. And I'm doing what I got to do. And I got my trusty stick. I'm going to fight off anything and everything that comes there. And I look around, and I see something scurry. And I'm thinking, oh crap, because it's something like this big, and it's brown. And I'm like, brown recluse. I'm gonna freaking get bit by one of the, you know, worst spiders in Southeast America. And I'm sweating hard, and I'm like, crawling. And then, you know, the thing jumps out at me, and I'm like, ah! And I fight it off. And then the guy starts stomping, you know, like, hey, bruh, the cable's right here. And of course, I'm like right under it. So I turn around, smacking my head, like, ah! And then it's like a scene out of the movie. Like, I'm just laying there after I've like fought as much as I could, hops right on my chest. And I'm like, Crickets, man. Crickets everywhere under the house. But I can tell you that I let out the most manly bellow that would scare away all my enemies. Spiders, snakes, possums, and the most lethal, the feral house cat.